Welcome to Send the Right Message Charity, or STRM for short. Today is about understanding who we are, why we exist, and how every role contributes to supporting families. STRM is a registered charity governed by a constitution. This means we have legal responsibilities around safeguarding, governance, finances, compliance, and acting in the public interest. Being registered with the Charity Commission means that STRM must operate legally, transparently, and in the public interest. Here are our guide values. These values guide how we work with families, communities, staff, volunteers, and trustees every day. They help ensure that STRN remains welcoming, respectful, inclusive, and supportive for everyone involved in the charity. STRM was created because of real lived experience. In 2019, our CEO, Maggie Cleary, was navigating the SEND system while trying to support her own neurodivergent children. Like many, she felt overwhelmed, isolated, and unsure where to start. Through speaking with other parents, a clear need emerged for a trusted, understanding space where SEND families could access practical support, feel less isolated, and build confidence. STRM was formally constituted and registered with the Charity Commission in February 2021. Everything we do links back to the original purpose: helping families feel understood, supported, and not alone. When people set up a charity, they have to decide what their aims are and what they are hoping to achieve. Our aims explain the purpose of STRM and the difference that we want to make. Our objectives explain the specific outcomes we are trying to achieve for families and communities through the support and projects that we deliver. Some of this information can feel difficult to hear or to take in, but we also know from the work that we do every day that support, connection, and feeling understood can genuinely change outcomes for families. And this is why the work STRM delivers is so important. We know this because we have seen the devastating impact unmet needs can have on children, young people, and the whole family. And as a parent-led charity, many of us have lived it ourselves. Many families tell us they feel like they are falling through the gaps between services. Some neurodivergent children and young people may not meet thresholds for specialist statutory support or may not have a learning disability, but they are still struggling significantly with anxiety, overwhelm, school attendance difficulties, isolation, emotional well-being, accessing basic healthcare, or delays or non-existent pre- and post-diagnosis support. Over time, unmet needs can escalate and affect the whole family. Many families are also trying to understand neurodevelopmental differences for the first time, and often without enough guidance, reassurance, or practical support. Helping families better understand their child and their needs and how they can support them can make a huge difference to confidence, relationships, and family well-being. This shows the types of challenges that families may be experiencing, and it also shows how STRM responds through early intervention, practical support, peer connection, and guidance. This is what brings us back to STRM's aims and objectives, and why our work is so important. Here we explain why STRM focuses on early intervention. Many families face long waiting lists, isolation, financial pressure, burnout, and difficulties navigating the complex SEND system. Without support, these challenges can escalate and impact well-being, confidence, and daily life. Early intervention helps families access support sooner, feel less alone, and reduce the risk of crisis developing further. Every STRM session is designed with a purpose and intended outcome. We are not just running activities, we are creating opportunities for connection, well-being, early intervention, and community support for families. All of this links back to STRM's aims and objectives and the difference we are trying to make within our communities. This is an important reminder about the impact even small interactions can have. A conversation, a warm welcome, or a supportive environment can help reduce overwhelm, build trust, and help families access support early. This is how STRM helps create more connected, supported communities, and it all links back to our aims and objectives. Here it shows the different levels of support within the STRM pathway. All Essex families can access our open access support, which includes our online parent forum, supporting your neurodivergent child resource, tea and talk sessions, and some wider community guidance. Our targeted pathway for families in Castle Point, Rochford districts and Southend requires registration as an STRM member. Registered families can then access workshops, children's activities, community events, and additional targeted support opportunities. We know there's a growing need for more intensive support within our community, and this is something that STRM hopes to develop further in the future as funding and capacity allows. Here are STRM's main areas of delivery and how they link back to our aims and objectives. These are the way that STRM delivers support within our community through financial wellbeing support, peer support, early intervention guidance, workshops, activities, and inclusive community opportunities. Each area is designed to reduce hardship, improve wellbeing, increase connection, and help families access support early. Here we explain why recording and compliance are such an important part of STRM's work. STRM records attendance, support, outcomes, referrals, feedback, and project activity. This is so we can evidence the impact, understand the community need, and meet our responsibilities to the funders and to the Charity Commission. Accurate recording helps STRM evidence impact, improve services, and identify unmet need, and secure future funding. If support is not recorded, we cannot fully evidence what was delivered and who was supported and the difference that our projects make. Many STRM projects are funded through grants and public funding. Funders expect charities to evidence attendance, outcomes, and conversations, support provided, and community impact. Each funded project has deliverables and responsibilities attached to it. For example, the Caden Centre of Warmth project requires us to evidence conversations around carbon monoxide awareness, PCR support, energy advice, and benefit guidance. And this is why accurate recording and compliance are so important. Good recording is not just admin, it protects STRM and helps us continue supporting families and the work that we do. If support is not recorded properly, we may lose evidence of our impact, have inaccurate recording and reporting, fail to meet funders' requirements, or risk future funding. Accurate recording helps us demonstrate our impact and continue to deliver the support for families. Every role at STRM matters, and every person here contributes to the difference that we make for families. Whether you are welcoming families, helping on the online forum, supporting fundraising, just making a cup of tea, or recording attendance or running sessions, you are helping to create a safe and understanding and supportive community. Sometimes what may feel like a small interaction to us can mean everything to a family who feels overwhelmed, isolated, excluded, or unsure where to turn. We want everyone to understand not just what we do, but why we are doing it. As we come to the end of this training, we want to say a thank you for being part of the STRM team. Whether you are a trustee, a volunteer, or a staff member, every role within STRM matters. Thank you for helping us continue to support the work of Send the Right Message charity.